Hello guys, and we are back with a new video again. I came up with this video idea whilst I was finishing up my other videos, so I haven't prepared any document or Miro drawings or whatever, so I'm just gonna freestyle this video. I hope it will be helpful for you. I wanted to cover how you can get like nearly 100% show up rates for your discovery calls, your sales calls, or whatever kind of sales meetings you are doing, because it's something that we have seen happening within our clients before we started like cooperating with them, and it's something that can massively increase the cycle or the length of your sales cycle. It's something that it's frustrating, and it's something that will definitely not help your closing rate. So if you don't get this right, it will have a lot of impact on your overall sales performance. So delayed sales cycle, worse closing rates, and overall just frustration within your process, because you're there, you're prepped, like you have done your homework on actually building out a proposal, and so, like someone doesn't show up. And it's not only like actually showing up for the call itself, but it's like being properly warmed up before the call. So them actually knowing who you are and what you are talking about. So in regards to that, if you don't know who I am, my name is Sven. I am the co-founder at Blinked, and together with my business partner Wesley and our team, we help software development companies build out their client acquisition machines. That ranges from your go-to-market strategy all the way up until supporting you with recruitment and actually like building out a scaling strategy. In between, we do the lead gen, we set up sales processes, we like teach you sales, we guide you on sales, we do a lot essentially to just get you to the end goal where you have a reliable revenue stream and where you increase your enterprise value, etc., etc. So to get back into the video, what is very important within sales is that when someone comes onto a call, they need to know who you. If someone gets onto a sales call with you and they ask you like, who are you again? Why am I here? Like, I jumped on the call just because it was in my diary. That's a very shitty situation to be in, which is something that we need to prevent. So how are we going to do that? We implement a lot of stuff. So that ranges from just very simple but well put together reminders to like an omni-channel strategy where you like properly warm them up for the call. And this ties together with a video I've done before, and that's in here. I'll cover that later, but what you do is, for example, let's say a lot of people use Calendly. What you do within there is you have 24-hour, 4-hour, and 30 minutes reminders. So within here, you just not just remind them about a meeting that you have, but like share additional value. So share a new resource, share a new case study video, build like hype for the call, and actually teach them about like the offer that you have and the problems that you solve and the people that you've already helped, instead of just we have a meeting in 24 hours from now, for example. What you also can do aside from just reminders is something that we call, for our own flow, we call it the growth call expectations. So that's a like pre-call video where you essentially tell the prospects that you are speaking to who you are, what they can expect from the call, who you've helped, what kind of outcomes they can expect when you start working together, who the call is for, and especially who it is not for. You outline, like, you need to have requirements in place for your prospects to be able to fit your like framework, your company essentially. So there are specific requirements that your prospect needs to fit or needs to have in order to be able to work with you. And if that's not the case right now, and if you're just taking on everyone and anyone, please have a think about that and like look at what can I implement to actually work with good people, because you probably from experience have clients that you're like, okay, we're seeing this pattern and like these companies match with this, for example, we don't want to work with those types of companies again. So you can implement that within a video. Let's say like short 2-minute video on the topics I just covered, which allows the prospects to like hype themselves or qualify themselves even harder, or disqualify themselves if needed. So if they don't match your requirements, you get them back, they come back to you saying like, okay, sorry, I don't think this is for me, I probably won't be in the right place. Saved yourself a lot of time and increased your closing rate, because show up rates, because they, like, if they get into a call, or they wouldn't come into a call because you they're like, okay, I'm not sure if this is for me, but they have no set requirements to actually disqualify themselves. So they're like, I feel a mismatch between the company and myself, but let's just forget the call. I won't show up, essentially. And with something like this in place, you can get them to actually disqualify themselves and have like set requirements that they need to match in order to actually work with you. Then again, after that, so this is just the reminders and the video and whatever, but what you do, and on like Calendly, if you are currently using Calendly, for example, and if you're just sending out your Calendly link to prospects, please stop doing that and start like giving them options within their time zone. So if you're trying to book a meeting, instead of saying like, okay, hi John, great, here's my Calendly link, book a meeting, that adds a lot of friction for your prospect, because they need to manually like click on the link, click through the days, see at what time you're available, and then book in a call, fill out their info. That's just unnecessary friction. Like within the sales process, we need to remove friction as much as possible. So what we do is you just look up where their company is located, check on LinkedIn or whatever, it will be there. If you, like, for example, our location is right here. Then you go ahead and, okay, what time zone are they in? And just offer them like 3 options within their time zone. So say like, okay, John, are you free like between 9 and 12 a.m. EST on Thursday, Friday, and Monday, for example. That just allows them to just do like, okay, free on, Monday, 10 a.m. That's way easier than you take their contact info, insert it into your Calendly, and they get pushed into this flow, for example. So that's on the reminders and on booking the meeting. What you then do is, once you book a meeting or once you get into contact with someone from your outreach or get a positive reply or whatever, you like go to their LinkedIn, connect with them. It's surprising how many people don't do this, but ensure that your profile is up to date, that your profile is optimized, that your profile contains good content. For example, if I go to my profile, you have the possibility to book in a growth call. You have like our video sales letter is what it's called in marketing terms. Like you have shared posts, you have like good connections, you have a good description. It's sort of like a funnel on its own. You have the possibility to book a call right here. So ensure that your profile is up to date and contains like good content, essentially. So when you connect with someone, and don't shoot them like a blank message or whatever, just add relevance, like, hey John, we spoke on email, looking forward to our meeting on blah 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 blah, or like, hey John, I think good to connect on here, or I would like to connect on here, and I think this resource is valuable, for example. So this video is something that is the value of our target audience. So like if I share this with you, you get value from this for like just adding me on LinkedIn, if that makes sense. And then if you share like regular content on LinkedIn, in the time frame between booking the meeting and actually getting on a call, they see your face, they see your name, they hear your voice, and they like build a relationship with you. So once they get on a call with you, they feel that like they know you and you haven't spoken to them before, only over email. So on average, we have the 7-hour rule, which means that on average, a person needs 7 hours of contact time with you and your company to like get into a position where they feel confident in buying. And 7 hours is of course a lot, and a lot of companies like try to fill those hours manually. But you need to use sales and marketing assets to fill that time and to be able to scale more efficiently. So you leverage stuff like this, for example, and you can do that on LinkedIn, you can do that over email, you can share a lot of your stuff. Make sure it's good, make sure it's of value, make sure that your prospects like have something to take away and to implement. And then like they build that relationship with you, they see you as an authority, they know that you like know what you are talking about, and that like increases the chances of them showing up to a meeting like massively, because they have done their due diligence on what is this offer, how can they help me, do I feel like there's a connection between me and the company, and they get into a call prepared, like warmed up, and it's just, okay, how would this look like for me? What is the timeline? What is the time frame? Are there any specifics? What are the commercials? and that just makes like the overall sales process way easier. So yeah, like I mentioned, I hadn't prepared like a specific guideline or structure for this video, but I think it was helpful. If you have any questions about like how to implement this the best way, or like what do I need to set up, feel free to reach out, or feel free to book a call. On the call, yeah, we'd be digging into the goals that you have, like what do you, maybe you don't need this, maybe you need like a good sales process setup, or need different scripts or whatever, but feel free to book in a call, and then yeah, we'd be digging into the goals that you guys have. If we decide that we're a good fit, then yeah, I am going to build out a custom 12-month growth plan for your company. If we decide that you're not a good fit right now, or that now is not the right time, you still get a detailed training. I think it's nearly an hour long, on the exact framework we use to generate close to $2 million in opportunities in 45 days. And that's just for coming along and just for being on the call itself. So yeah, I'm looking forward to speaking to you on a call, and otherwise I will see you in the next video. Thank you.